Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne back again for your November 2014 Tarot Horoscope. This is for everyone with their Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Capricorn. And I have had a lot of Capricorns contact me, and I love Capricorns so much. I feel like you're always overworked and underpaid. You know, that's just the main theme, I feel like, for you guys. And I feel like a lot of you guys are resistant to change, and you're resistant to believing in yourself and believing in your own capabilities. If you have strong Capricorn in your chart too, this is also for you. This is you knowing what it is that you want and going for it. Okay. And I am shooting at the lovely pond that has this beautiful magical forest behind me. There are a lot of magical elements to this place. And this is the beautiful water with the geese and the fountain. We've got all these glorious trees. And just bear with me as far as my sound and stuff today, guys. Because it's windy, so. Okay, so for Capricorn, first off the top is the Queen of Pentacles. This is awesome. This is the energy is, it's all about the attainment of wealth, prosperity, and happiness. You're thinking about pregnancy too. I feel like some of you are thinking about children. Do you want to have children? Do you not want to have children? You're thinking about fertility stuff. If you got questions about fertility stuff, we definitely do a reading so I can talk to you more about supplements and stuff that I recommend for you. You should also watch my women's cycle fertility video. You're going to have to go back a couple pages under my videos link. If you click on my videos link, you just have to scroll through, like, you know, to like it's one of the first videos that I actually did. And it's about a woman's cycle. And it's like, I feel like all of you need to watch this video. If you haven't watched this video yet, it's really important that you do so. Because this is for everyone. This is for all women, young and old. If you're a guy watching this, you're a guy Capricorn and you're watching this, then it's interesting because usually, oh my gosh, this guy was riding his bike and racing his dog at the same time. It's like the dog is attached to the bike. The dog is like racing. That's awesome. You know, it's funny. Okay, so you're racing Capricorn. That's what it is. Your energy, especially guys, you're racing to the finish. You want something. You want to get something. You're really looking. You're on the lookout for something. Maybe it's just like you want success. There's something that I've been coming across a lot lately with my Capricorns. And I'll talk about this briefly, and I really hope it doesn't start raining here. But basically, the thing with Capricorns is that sometimes, because they're so over-focused on work and they're on the career path, that they're not really focused so much. They should be actually focused more on romance, okay? I'm more on the romance path. And I see them being separate paths sometimes. Sometimes they're together, but sometimes they're separate. So, and what I mean by that is, like, you know, you can understand Capricorn, because right now I feel like a lot of you are really focused on your career, but you really haven't given much thought about what you want in romance, what you want in a partner, what you want in a marriage situation, you know? And sometimes, Capricorn, the reason why you can't get as far ahead as you want to in your work life, in your career, is because you're supposed to be focusing more on family. Because life isn't supposed to be all about work. If you're working 24/7 and you're not spending more time focusing on family, focusing on your relationships, focusing on your friendships, focusing on just having fun, then your life is kind of out of balance, okay? And this is someone who needs to spend more time in nature, okay? So Capricorn males, you're thinking possibly about this female in your life. She could be a Cancer woman, a Sagittarius woman. I say that because she has red hair. She could also be an Earth sign. She might actually be another Capricorn. because she's got this earth energy with the fire inside. So, and that's what she could be any of the earth signs, because that's what the earth signs, especially Capricorn. There's a lot of fire energy in Capricorns, and there's a lot of fire energy in Taurus and Virgo at times. Not all the times, but as you've heard, like especially for Tauruses, especially, you know, Taurus guys, they have a tendency to be the raging bull. You know, they can kind of go off track a little bit, go a little bit crazy. Females as well, and that's the fire energy. It's like the pent-up fire energy. At some point, they're just gonna blow. They're just gonna explode. You know, it's sort of like you're kind of maybe Capricorn. You're like aching to explode. You're on fire. You know, with good positive energy though. This is positive. This is really positive. This is you're on the right track. Okay, in November, I feel like money is not an issue. Happiness is not an issue. Feeling, you know, that you got the help that you need from others. That's important. But you do need to spend a lot of time outside. The key to your financial prosperity is being outside. And plants. That's also another focus. The more you focus on your plants and the green around you, the more money you're gonna make. Okay. So if you're, like I said, I've talked about this before, Capricorns, if you're financially not where you want to be, you need to have some plants in your house. You need to get some plants. You need to start things from seed and watch them grow. It's that cultivating that energy, the energy of prosperity. But I think you're already going to have that. I feel like in November, it's just going to be a prosperous time for you. What's crossing you is interesting. It's this Ace of Cups, which is a drop of promise. And this is, you kind of have either gone through a period of time where you felt like your bank account was a desert, okay, where there's very little in there, and there was a lot of sage and dust balls and, like, you know, just, you know, tumbleweeds, you know, think of the Wild West, there's not much green there, and that's what, it was like a dry lake, basically. And now it's raining, it's starting to rain. You don't necessarily, can't really tell, but it's starting to rain, and money is coming in, and you don't realize that it's really going to pour soon. Like, it's really going to pour. Like, you don't understand that it's going to happen. You need just to have a little bit of patience, but it's like, it's starting to trickle, but it's going to soon be like this downpour, okay? And that's what's going to lead to your prosperity. So these two together, this is really improving financially for you, Capricorn. Financially, you've been going through a time where it's been like a desert, but you're coming out of that, okay? Which is really, really good news. I'm happy for you, Caps. Your foundation is you're afraid of something. You have a lot of negative fears. You're really, really, really afraid. And you have these thought patterns, negative thought patterns that are clouding you. And you don't have to have the negative thought patterns, but they're there, and then there's the light that you need to be focused on. You guys need to meditate more. You guys need to focus, you know, turn things around. Don't be so afraid. Like, don't be afraid of the future, because you have, I want you to say, I am abundant. I have prosperity. I have a full bank account. I have money. I have a great marriage. I have a great life. I have a great partner. You know, say those things. As far as money, I feel like you're afraid you're not going to have money. That's what's coming to me. So you're afraid of not having it. You're afraid of scarcity. You're afraid of maybe the future or what the future holds. You're afraid of the unknown, too. That's coming to me. You're afraid of the unknown. You're afraid that the universe is against you, and at some point, you're going to get robbed by the universe. Like, at some point, you're like, things are going okay, but you're afraid that, like, the other shoe is going to drop, and the universe is going to take it away from you. But that is not the case. The more you're afraid, the worse it's going to be, but that's not the case. The reality is the universe is not out to get you, Capricorn. The reality is that you have prosperity right now. You just don't even, you're not thinking about it. And you're not thinking, the more you think that you have prosperity, the more the universe will give it to you. It's just how it is. But you also have to think that you really do, and don't be doubtful. Don't be like saying, well, I don't know, but I don't really, you know, and start going into the black and white. Well, and looking at the bank account and looking at the hard facts and being like, well, my bank account says $5, or my bank account says negative $500, whatever it says, you know. I don't want you to say, because Capricorns could argue. Capricorns, you know, don't argue here. because I know you want to, and you know who you are. You're already going, well, that's not the case, Elizabeth. That's not the case. I don't have prosperity. I don't have abundance. I don't have money in my bank account. I don't have a job. I don't have this. But, yeah, okay, that may be true, but you need to get out of that mindset. It's a mindset. It's on an energy level. You need to realize that it's in your head, okay? And there are practical things that you can do to make more money come in. But the more you're grasping after it, the more like, you're like, I think you're just being overly practical. You're being overly like, you need to become more spiritual. This is where the Capricorn needs to push through that practical, black and white, this is what it is, and push through that spiritual energy of, okay, you know, maybe I have zero in my bank account, but I'm still abundant. And I want you to think of the ways that you're abundant. Maybe you have an abundance of hair. Maybe you have glorious hair. Maybe you have an abundance of humor. Maybe you're very funny, you know. Maybe you have an abundance of yarn. I feel like some of you do yarn work or like do knitting or something like that. You have like all this knitting stuff or like all this material. I feel like some of you are fashion designers and you're watching this, and fashion designers watching this. And you're like maybe taking a break from sewing something, or you're taking a break from like making something, and you're abundant, okay? For everybody else, and maybe something small. You may have an abundance of food. Capricorns love food. You may be like a food hoarder, or somebody who's a foodie, you know, who their entire refrigerator is constantly stocked, you know. But maybe their money is, they don't have as much money as they would like, you know. And yes, the hard reality is that you don't have as much money as you like, but you have abundance in other ways. You just may be having a gift. You may have a gift that you don't even realize that you have. I feel like you guys need to really think about who you really are, you know, and make use of those gifts. And stop thinking that you have to get a job to make money, and that job has to be something that's nothing related to you, you know? If you're not a banker, like if you feel like the only way to make money is to become a banker, or that's the only job available, then you're limiting yourself, because that's not the truth. The truth is that you can create the prosperity you want to see in your life. And I feel like for some of you, it's already there. You just need to like open your eyes to it and say, oh, that's right. You know, I have abundance. I am abundance, you know. You may be spiritually abundant. You may be a spiritual person. And that's abundance too. Not all abundance is related to money. It's not. Because ultimately, if you have a great idea, think about all the billionaires that had a great idea. Like the safety pins, you know, whoever invented safety pins, I don't remember who it is now. They become like a multi-millionaire over their one invention. They had one little idea, you know. Things like that can change your life. What you don't see coming, I love to see this for you guys, is that you're going to be lifted out of hardship soon. You're going to be helped out financially, either by your family or by the angels or the universe. Money is not going to be an issue for you in the future. I really don't feel like this way. When I see this lifted out of hardship, this is a time where this girl, she is not thinking about what's in her bank account. She's thinking about this beautiful little baby bird that she's holding and nurturing. I feel like you're going to be able to think about your pets more. I feel like maybe if you don't have pets, you're going to be able to get a pet. You're going to be thinking about the other things in your life, the other parts of your life that have been neglected for so long. Things that make you happy. Doing fun things. Like, I feel like you're going to be able to do those things without having to worry. It's really good. It's really good. I feel like this comes to middle to end of November. And you don't even see it coming. You don't see it. What's coming in from the outside is it's time. It's timing. It's time to pluck the fruit. That's what I wrote. You're ready for harvest. You're ready for your ship to come in, and guess what? It's going to come in. Again, it's funny, this goes back to money. I feel like Capricorns, a lot of you guys are really concerned about money, and the money is coming in. You don't realize it, but it's coming. That's what the universe is saying. You guys also have to eat more fruits and vegetables. Your diet has become poor. Okay, some of you are like living on beans, like things out of cans, like baked beans out of cans, or like anything out of a can is not really necessarily the best for you, with the exception of the baked beans that I like to eat that are organic baked beans from Whole Foods, and they don't have any crap in them. But ultimately, Capricorns, a lot of you guys know how to make your own food, so I feel like it's time for you to like make more of your own food, buy less processed food. It's a great switch. November, we're going into the end of the, very end of the year. This is a great time to make that switch. But I feel like these peaches, they're peaches, right? They're peaches. Peaches are prosperity, and you're picking all of them. So this is an awesome time. Your attitude is all things are possible, jumping for joy, being happy. This is great towards the end of the month. I feel like you guys are actually going to be really, 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 really happy. And why? Because you're going to have the prosperity. You're going to have support from your family. You're going to feel like you're no longer in hardship. And I feel like some of you are disbelieving me right now. You're disbelieving, but don't disbelieve. It's going to happen. It's happening. I feel like things are really the change is coming. The winds of change. Okay. And the outcome. See again. Some of you, the outcome, the end of November, you may be feeling like you're again in that survival mode, but you're not. See, you have to believe. You have to believe that the good is coming. That you have to believe that that you deserve it. You deserve the prosperity. You deserve to be helped. You need to ask for more help. I feel like some of you aren't asking for help because you want to be the provider, but you need to ask for more help. Also, you may be embroiled in some kind of battle with somebody, some argument or something that happens towards the end of November. It's going to be a legal battle. Capricorns are very litigious. This could be some people in your life that, you disagree with. But this is like lashing out at them. This is like this can be very upset. This is very tense energy at the end of the month. And I don't like leaving off on this, so I'm going to pull another card. Because there can be a negative energy. I feel like you're going to get through the battle, but it's a battle. It's a bloody battle. It's a battle to end all battles, basically. But see, once you've gotten through the battle, I feel like you're going to be okay. Because you have all this positive energy. Which is interesting, because I got the jumping for joy card again. So it's like, you're going to be happy. You know that good things are coming. And that is the truth. Once you get through this battle, on the other side, it's like climbing a mountain. It's like, once you get to the top, it's like, oh, you made it, right? I feel like you're going to make it. You guys need to believe that you're going to make it. You guys need to believe that you deserve it. You need to believe that good things are coming. Don't be afraid to fight for what you want. Now, I'm not talking about physical fights. I'm talking about, arguments with people. If you're in the right, don't be afraid to say so. That you're in the right. Stand up for yourself. That's really, really, really crucial. And I think that's it for right now. This is another longer one, but I love you guys. I want you to know that I am sending you lots of prosperous energy, okay? There's a lot of white light actually around me. This is a very bright video. And I'm going to leave you with the forest again, my magical kingdom, and I'm going to leave you with the pond energy. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Stay tuned for my mid-November horoscopes, guys. Big hugs, big kisses. Take care.